doing, folks? Got another great technique for you today. We're working on our knees, and there's a lot of different ways we can use our knees to attack. We're going to learn the most simple and basic way to strike with your knee. And when you throw a knee, it's going to be very similar to how we chamber our knee for a front kick or a roundhouse kick or anything like that. But the big difference is when we're chambering for a kick, we bring our knee up, we kind of pivot all the way through, our foot kind of turns all the way through, and we're still kind of loose and relaxed because it's once we decide, like to go from, let's say, that roundhouse kick, that we put the power in to the technique. With the knee, on the other hand, we're going to we're not going to pivot our foot too much, okay? Not quite as much, and we're also going to start the contraction early so that in the last few, maybe 6 inches of the rise of your knee, that's where the strike is, okay? But otherwise, it's a very similar technique. Now you can strike up and in or to the side. And we usually use our knees when we have hold of a person. The one time we might not is like, let's say I'm here and Jesse's going in for a double leg. Can you switch your feet, sir? He's going in for a double leg and boom! Okay? Or actually it's even better. Can you switch your feet back the other way? So it's even better this way. He's coming in. Boom! Right away to his face as he's trying to go down towards my knees. But I don't really have a good grabbing point. I can put my hands on his shoulders and try to deflect a little, but I'm not really pulling him into my strike. Otherwise, we use our knees almost like a crocodile does damage once he gets his teeth sunk in. So we're moving in, striking, we get a hold of him. And now we're hanging on. We're like this crocodile. We're just boom, boom, boom. We're just sinking in our knees and doing damage as we hold on to this person. Now, when we do our front knee, a lot of times we go straight for the solar plexus. But when we come from the side, to prevent shearing up the side and not doing as much damage, we'll come around and boom, a little bit more of an angle, coming up, hitting those lower ribs, okay? So we look straight forward, much like we chamber for the front kick, or just a little bit of side, kind of like we throw our power roundhouse kicks, or how you might throw like a roundhouse kick in Muay Thai. Yeah, that's it. Those are our knees. Remember, the key to a good knee, just like a good elbow strike, just like any of those shorter techniques like the headbutt, is holding on to your opponent. Holding on, put them between a rock and a hard place and just really slam it in there with your knee or your headbutt or whatever it is. Anyway, that's our technique for today. Let's practice it on our own and then bring it back onto the floor when we train with our partners. And yeah, let's keep training hard. Check it out.